Welcome to Monday's reading, boys and girls. We're going to get started talking about the aw sound. So everybody say aw. We're going to read through our spelling words first, and I also uploaded a picture onto your Google Classroom and Class Dojo for you to look at that has our spelling words sorted out into their spelling pattern to kind of help you study them or practice them this week. Okay, so our first word is ball. Jared kicked the ball down the soccer field. Small, notice A-L-L are the patterns here. A cherry is small, but a watermelon is big. Paw, what type of animal has a paw? Jaw, a jaw is on your face. It's the bottom parts, what you chew with is your jaw. Pause, please pause the movie for a minute, means to kind of stop it. Sauce, Sam likes sauce on his spaghetti. Ooh, sauce. Take a look. We have our next, or another pattern, a review that E is making the C soft, making it say the S sound in sauce. Our next word is taught. Dad taught me how to build a birdhouse. After that, we have chalk. Wes wrote his name on the board with blue chalk. After that, we have walk. Chalk and walk have the same pattern. Then we have sought. The explorers sought a new place to live, meaning they were looking for a new place to live. They sought it. Our review words are new, fruit, city, own, and read. Okay, read or read. So now let's take a look at some of our words this week, or some words that have our spelling pattern in them, and that aw sound, okay? Repeat after me. Ball. Yawn. Everybody let out a big yawn. Fault, taught, fought. Okay, let's sound out these words. Ch, aw, k, chalk, k, all, call, k, aw, t, caught, like I caught the football. Cr, all, crawl, scald, scald. Next, let's read these ones. Cause, talk, thought, small, hawk. Then we have some review patterns. Spoil, tooth, chew, joy, and youth. All right, next we're going to read some sentences that have our spelling patterns in them. So remember, we want to read with good fluency, meaning we don't sound like a robot. Okay, read how we talk. I want you guys to all be practicing that. Today, I really challenge you to pull out a book that might even be easy for you to read, one that you've read already, and I want you to practice reading with good fluency, okay? Pretend you have an audience. Maybe have your dog come into the room or set up some stuffed animals. I know a few of you have some giant stuffed animals that I've seen on Zoom meetings. Okay, read to them. So let's practice reading with good fluency. Paul taught me to draw a hawk. Okay, the next one. We ought to walk to the mall. Was that good fluency? I read all the words correctly, but was it fluent? Was it how I talk? It was not. So guess what I'm going to do? Now that I know all the words and the sentence makes sense, I'm going to read it more fluently so it makes sense for everyone. We ought to walk to the mall. Ruth caught the ball. Let's read it more fluent. Ruth caught the ball. Nice job, you guys. All right. This week, we are talking about helping our earth, okay? Which is kind of ironic because last week was Earth Day. So this week, we are going to be talking about how can we protect the earth. We're going to watch a short video about that.
Preserving our earth. How can we protect the earth? There are many ways to protect Earth's resources. This family brought their own reusable bag to the grocery store. By reducing the number of plastic bags they use, they create less trash and save resources. Another great way to protect Earth is by recycling. Recycling keeps many things, such as plastic bottles and newspapers, from filling up landfills. The girl drinking water is protecting Earth's resources. She is using a reusable water bottle instead of a bottle made to be thrown away. Think of one way that you can protect Earth's resources, and do it today.
I know many of you have different ways that you've protected Earth's resources because many of you bring in your own water bottle to drink out of every day. Okay, so take a look at these two kids in this picture. All right, let's think about this. The Earth has many resources such as water, air, and land. These children are protecting the Earth from pollution. Here are some other ways we can protect Earth's resources. You can save water by turning off the faucet while brushing your teeth. Who does that? Sometimes I'm guilty and I forget. You can also keep the air supply clean by having your parents turn off the car when they're waiting for someone. What's another way or thing that you can do to help protect the Earth? Okay. Before we move on, we talked about pollution. Okay. Now, to pollute is to put trash in the air, water, or land. Pollution is a problem on Earth. So the children in this picture are cleaning up the land. There is a large supply of water on our Earth, but most of it is not safe to drink. Do you know why? Probably because of pollution. We must preserve Earth's water so we will have enough to be able to drink. To preserve something is to save or protect it. So why should we preserve Earth's water? I want you to think about that, okay? Why should we preserve Earth's water? All right. So the last thing before I let you go, I want you to log on to your Wonders and I want you to read the story, The Art Project. Notice it is a fiction story. And what does fiction mean? Fiction is false, okay? It has made up characters and events. It is not real. All right, what are some other stories that we've talked about that have been fiction? I want you to think of one. Maybe think of a story that you've already read that is about fiction, okay? So now this story tells a story about imaginary characters and events. Imaginary means not real. It includes a problem and a solution, okay? So a problem is when something goes wrong and the solution is how it is fixed. And it often includes dialogue, which is the words that characters speak, okay? So as you're reading the story, I want you to think, what was the problem and what was the solution? And then I want you to also think, what was the dialogue in that story? Who said what and how do I know? All right, keep up the great work, boys and girls.